Hey, what is up guys? Ziare0 here, and I got another video for you guys. So, this video is against, this battle is against a fellow who would like to be known as Datboy. This battle was a very good battle in the sense that we were predicting each other, and we were each on our toes. So let's just get straight away to the battle. Whatever. Anyway. So, I come out with my acrobatic Nightwing because he's awesome and he's Nightwing, and then he has his Aslan Lion Arcanine, and I know that thing can't do anything to me, so I just go straight for a Swords Dance to get as much damage as I can. And with that, I'm thinking and hoping that my acrobatics with the flying jump should be able to actually take him out. But it actually doesn't. And he does a Dragon Rush on me, and that does a ton of damage to me. And then right afterwards, he goes for an extreme speed. And this is where I start, you know, I go, touche. Touche, my friend. So then I go into my Espionage. I know Espionage is faster than this. It can take an extreme speed, and it will kill it. But he switches into Yanmega, which, even though it's a bug type or whatever, it'll still get killed by it because it's very fragile. But, little to my surprise, he has a Focus Sash. So then I take out my Espionage, and I go for Iron Man, because Iron Man basically walls him, and I know a Bullet Punch will be faster than any speed he can build up. So he has nothing else but to either stay there and die, or withdraw. So he withdraws Yanmega and goes into his Centurion, or otherwise his Fortress, and my Bullet Punch does nothing. He goes, my Iron Man goes, and he breaks his claw. One of his claws is broken. So anyway, I decide to switch out, and I decide to go to Kitsune, because I know that thing is going to just push up Stealth Rocks. I know it. And I'd rather get Kitsune in there before Stealth Rocks comes in, right? And I want to get my son up too. So, Stealth Rocks comes in, like I predicted. Alright? And so, here's another part of the predicting. I go for Hypnosis, because I know he has that Aslan. He goes into Aslan. And so, Hypnosis hits. And so, here, I'm also over-predicting. I'm thinking he's going to bring back Aslan and try to go for another Pokemon. So I go for a Flamethrower. He doesn't. He has Flash Fire, so he gets powered up. I'm face-palming right now. And then I go into Flameape. Flameape, okay. So he's not going to switch out. Whatever, cool. So then I go for a straight-up Earthquake. But no, he switches out now. And then he goes into Yanmega, who will not take any damage from the Earthquake. So at this point, I'm like, I don't want to take any type of flying type move or any other damage. So I'm going to go back into Iron Man, and the cycle begins again. Or the cycle restarts. Because, yeah, the cycle restarts. And he goes into Dragonite, though, this time. But he actually double switches on me. That actually, yeah, he double switches on me. And then he does another double switch. No, I go for another Bullet Punch, and he does a switch on me this time. Yeah. That's what happened. And so I take out my Iron Man. No, actually, I make a better move. Actually, I go for U-turn, because knowing that, I can have the advantage of knowing what he's gonna switch into. So then I can just go into my Flameape, or my Infernape, if you want to call it that, which is the actual name. Anyway, so with Infernape, he's ready to fuck shit up. He goes and he attacks his Aslan, and he does not kill. So here I'm like, wow, I thought that should have killed. What kind of, like, maybe it has more defense or something? I was pretty sure it would have killed. I was afraid of him going into the bug, so that's why I went for close combat. But it doesn't matter. He's asleep. I have the advantage. I can probably live in extreme speed, so I go for another close combat. And that kills him. And so now his Aslan is down for the count. Next he brings out Ursaring, which is a questionable move because I just close combat it. Maybe he thought he could live it. But I just close combat it, and it goes down. It goes bye-bye. It goes sleepy pie. And then, you know, maybe he's actually trying to lower my defense by a lot. Which I think he did. So, I think that was his plan, I mean. He was trying to just lower my defense with the close combats by sacrificing it. Maybe that could have been it. But anyway, I go into my Skarmory because I know even if he has Fire Punch, I can take it. He goes for Extreme Speed, which is what I was thinking. See, that's how it makes sense, because he went for Extreme Speed, and I had 2 defense drops on my Infernape. So I just take out my Infernape altogether because I want to, you know, I want to keep him. But what I don't want is my Sky Army. And so he unveils the move that he has Roost. Or he unveils that he has Roost. And I'm just here steel winging away, just, you know, using this so I can get a safe switch into something else. And he's just roosting off all the damage I do. Go for another steel wing. And at this point I'm realizing, wait a second, I'm faster than that thing. I made my Sky Army extremely slow with the EVs. So I go for another steel wing. So I found that odd, how I outsped a Dragonite. And he goes for another Fire Punch, and that takes me out finally. But now I can say switch into something that will be able to counter Dragonite. And I go into my Espionage. Now he goes for an Extreme Speed. And I survive it, and I go in for my Psychic. And, you know, guess what? He survives it, barely hanging on. And I go for another Psychic. Now, here I'm wondering, how come he didn't go for an Extreme Speed again? I don't know, maybe he thought I was going to switch out or something, but if it was me, I would have went for another Extreme Speed. If anything, it's damage and it's a kill. But now he brings out Frostlass. I know I can outspeed Frostlass because I'm Choice Scarfed, and Frostlass will die because it has the lowest, shittiest defenses ever. No, not really, not ever. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other Pokemon that have even weaker defense, or special defense for that matter, to be more specific. And so Yanmega takes me out, but not to be, you know, stay in long. He's taken out by his own hail. So now he brings out Centurion, and I'm like, oh, that's his last Pokemon, so let's go Flameate. Let's go have fun, okay? So I go for a Flare Blitz that's backed up by a Fire Gem, and it's a stab move. I wish there was Sun just to have more overkill, but that's good enough. Oh, 4 times effective. Forgot to mention that. So he goes down, and he is at a loss. He loses, basically. But it was a good game. He kept me on my feet, and it was pretty good. So yeah, that's my battle for you guys today. Hopefully you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. See you guys.